What's up guys, welcome back to another video here at Chief Academy, and today I'll be going through parallel and perpendicular lines. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I promise you it is this easy. Our learning outcomes for today is to understand what parallel and perpendicular lines are and how to find them. It's also to solve parallel and perpendicular line exam questions. So, what are parallel and perpendicular lines? Two properties of lines we must know about is whether the lines are parallel or perpendicular to one another. Perpendicular lines meet at a right angle, 90 degrees, and parallel lines never meet. In this lesson, we will focus on solving parallel and perpendicular line exam questions and understand the equation of a line. So, let's look at an example of parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines are a fixed distance apart and will never meet, no matter how long they are extended. Lines that are parallel have the same gradient. Two lines are perpendicular if they meet at a right angle. Two lines will be perpendicular if the product of the gradient is -1. To find the equation of a perpendicular line, first find the gradient of the line and use this to find the equation. So in our example, y equals x plus 1 and y equals minus x plus 1, we have 1x and minus x. So we have 1 times -1, and this equals -1. So this means our red and our grey line are perpendicular to one another. It also means our red and our blue line are perpendicular to each other. But our grey and our blue are parallel. Once again, it's that time to have a go at some Math Genie exam questions. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, we're asked to write down the equation of a line parallel to y equals 3x plus 2. This can be y equals 3x plus or minus anything, because we just have that 3x. So y equals 3x plus 1 is an example. In our second question, we're asked to write down the equation of a line parallel to y equals a half of x plus 5, which passes through the point 0, 2. So we get given our two pieces of information here, one that is parallel and it passes through the point 0, 2. This means our x must be a half, but our y-intercept must be plus 2, as it passes through the point 0, 2. Now in our third question, we're asked to write down the equation of the line parallel to y equals minus x plus 1, which passes through 0, minus 4. So here, the coefficient of x is still going to be -1 as it's parallel, but it's going to have the y-intercept of -4 as it passes through the point 0, -4. Now in our fourth question, we're asked to write the equation of a line perpendicular to y equals 3x plus 3. So our gradient, which is represented as m, you may see this in other questions down the line, so make sure you know m equals the gradient. Our perpendicular gradient would be -1/3. As it's a negative reciprocal. So an equation of a line perpendicular to y equals 3x plus 3 is y equals a -3 x plus or minus anything. So y equals a -3 x plus 1 is an example. Now in our fifth question, write down the equation of a line perpendicular to y equals a half of x minus 4, which passes through the point 0, 7. Our gradient, which is perpendicular, will be -2. So our equation is y equals -2x plus 7, as it passes through the point 0, 7. Now in our sixth question, we're asked to write down the equation of a line which is perpendicular to -3.5x minus 1, which passes through the point 0, -8. Our gradient would be 2/3. So our equation will be y equals 2/3 of x minus 8, as it passes through the point 0, -8. Now, you will be familiar with writing equations of lines with y equals mx plus c. Yet there is another method to find the equation of a line which is used heavily in A-level maths and is beneficial to use if you're dealing with them grade 7 or above questions. So I will tell you about it if you want to use it. It is y minus b equals m bracket x minus a. This is used heavily in A-level maths because you kind of get told to forget y equals mx plus c. You just get told to use this. And I think you should be told it at GCSE, as it's quicker and you make less mistakes. But you got to put it in the y equals mx plus c form when you're dealing with GCSE questions. So if you get a hard question and you got coordinates, say 3, 2, and the gradient of the line is 3, you would have the equation of y minus 2, because this is our y in our coordinate, equals 3 bracket x minus 3. So y minus 2 equals 3x minus 9, meaning y equals 3x minus 7. Use it if you want. I still say you'll definitely get marks if you use y equals mx plus c. If you like using y equals mx plus c, use that because you find it easier. But if you don't like using y equals mx plus c, you find it hard, use this y minus b equals m bracket x minus a. Once again, here are some Maths Junior exam questions for you to have a go at. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, line A passes through the point 2, 1 and 5, 10. Find the equation of the line parallel to A that passes through 2, 5. So, our gradient equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, because gradient is rise over run. So our gradient is 10 minus 1 over 5 minus 2, which is 9 over 3, which is 3, because parallel lines have the same gradient. So now we sub in our gradient to our equation. So we do y minus 5 equals 3 bracket x minus 2. So y minus 5 equals 3x minus 6, meaning y equals 3x minus 1. Now in our second question, line A passes through the point 1, 5 and 5, 7. Find the equation of the line perpendicular to A that passes through minus 1, 7. So once again we find the gradient. So we do 7 minus 5 over 5 minus 1, which is 2 over 4, which is a half. So the gradient is a half. But it's perpendicular. So the gradient of the perpendicular line is minus 2. Sub that into our equation, so we have y minus 7 equals minus 2 bracket x minus minus 1. So we get y minus 7 equals minus 2x minus 2, because we've done minus 2 times positive 1 to get minus 2. So our final answer would be y equals minus 2x plus 5. Here are some of the hardest exam questions you'll probably be asked on parallel and perpendicular lines. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, line A passes through the point 3, 6 and 5 minus 2. Line B passes through the point 2, 5 and 8, k. Line A and line B are parallel. Find the value of k. So, if we find the gradient of line A, it will also be the same gradient of line B. And we can find k. So, our gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Meaning minus 2 minus 6 over 5 minus 3 gets us negative 8 over 2, which is minus 4. So, minus 4 is equal to k minus 5 over 8 minus 2. Minus 4 equals k minus 5 over 6. Times up by 6, so we get minus 24 equals k minus 5, meaning k equals minus 19. So, in our second question, line A passes through the point minus 3, minus 1, and minus 1, 9. Line B passes through the point minus 2, 1, and k, 4. Line A and line B are perpendicular. Find the value of k. So first, we find the gradient of line A. So, m equals 9 minus minus 1 over minus 1 minus minus 3. This equals 10 over 2, which equals 5. But the lines are perpendicular. So, the gradient for B is minus a fifth. So minus a fifth equals 4 minus 1 over k minus minus 2, which means k plus 2. We then times up by k plus 2 and times up by 5. So it would be negative 1, so you can just put the negative, and then it's in brackets k plus 2. And that times 4 minus 1 equals 15. Times it all by negative, so negative k minus 2 equals 15, meaning negative k equals 17 because we plus 2, meaning k on its own equals negative 17. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's lesson. And I did say it was that easy. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.